Hello everyone, today we'll be going through Cambridge O-Level Additional Mathematics Paper 1 403712 October November 2020. Let us move to question number 1. Question 1 says the curve this one intersects the straight line at two distinct points. Find the possible values of k. This is 4-mark question, and whenever a curve is intersecting or a line or two curves are intersecting and we have to find the points of intersection, for that one we are equating the equations. So we can equate the equations in this case also. 2x squared plus k plus 4 is equal to k plus 4 into x, and we can shift this to other side and we will get 2x squared minus k plus 4 into x, and plus this one also we can write in brackets, and this is equal to 0. Now this is quadratic equation in terms of x, so we can take this one as a and minus this one as b and this one as c, and as they have mentioned the two distinct points, so we will take discriminant, which is b square minus 4ac greater than 0, and this will be values. If we take this, will be b will be minus k plus 4 in brackets, and this will be square b square minus 4 into a is 2 and c is k plus 4, and this should be greater than 0. Now we can open the square, so it will be a squared plus b squared will be 4 squared will be 16, and plus 2ab, so 8k, and minus 4 into 2 into k will be 8k, and minus 8 into plus 4 will be minus 32 is greater than 0. Now this is again we can basically add the like terms. This one and this one will be cancelled, so k squared and minus 16 is greater than 0, or k is, we can write k is equal to plus minus 4. We will be checking for the sign, and we can check for the quadratic graph, so we can draw quickly like this one. So opening upward, because a square x square, coefficient of x square is plus 2, so plus 4 will be on this side and minus 4 will be on this side. And rough sketch, if we draw, our rough sketch will be like this one. We can roughly sketch this, and y value should be greater than 0, so greater than values, or what, greater than values are on this side and on this side. So our answer will be in this format. So k should be less than minus 4 and it should be greater than 4. So this is 4 and this is minus 4. So less than this and greater than this, less than this side and greater than this side, and this will be answer for this one. Now we can move to question number 2. Question number 2 says the diagram shows the graph of y is equal to f of x in a cubic polynomial. So find f of x. So we need to find f of x, and for that one we can check these points of intersection, and this will be what, this will be minus, this point is minus 5, x is equal to minus 5, so factor term will be x plus 5. Similarly for this one we can write x plus 1, and for this one we can write x minus 2. So these will be the factors which will be checking for the function, and we can write it as y will be equal to, when x is equal to 0, for this one y will be equal to, if we replace, okay, later on we can check for that one. First we will write these terms which we got, and we can write x plus 1 then x plus 5, and third is x minus 2. Now for the y value in the given function, basically if we replace this x is equal to 0 in this one, we will get what? We will get 1 plus 5 and minus 2. So x is equal to 1 if we will be replacing. Basically, if fx is equal to 0, sorry. So it will be, this is not addition, this is multiplication. So when x is equal to 0, we can write here when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 2 into 1 into 5 will be 10. So this is 10, but originally we are getting 5. Here value is 5. So it means we should get minus, because this is minus, so we will get minus 10, and this will be minus 10 value, and we are getting 5. So minus 10 divided by minus 2 will be resulting to 5. So we have to add here, write here 1 by minus 1 by 2. So this will be our complete function, which we can write for this, and this will be like we can open brackets and we can multiply it also. So minus 1 by 2 into x plus 1 into x plus 5 will be x squared plus 5x plus x plus 5, and this will be, you can write it as x square plus 6x plus 5. So plus 6x plus 5 over here into x minus 2, and further we can multiply it minus 1 by 2 into x square multiply by this one, we will get x cubed, and minus 2x squared, and further we can multiply by 6x, so plus 6x squared, and minus 12x, now we can multiply by 5, so plus 10x, sorry 5x, plus 5x and minus 10. And now we can add the like terms, and y will be equal to minus 1 by 2, and inside will be x cubed, and minus 2x squared plus 6x squared will be plus 4x squared, and minus 12 plus 5x will be minus 7x minus 10, and this will be the final expression for this one, 3 marks question. Now write down the value of x such that f of x is less than 0. Less than 0 is which area? Less than 0 is this one, and this portion of the curve is less than 0. So we can write for this one, we can write x is greater than 2, this will be greater than 2, and for this side we can write x is greater than minus 5 and less than minus 1, and these two statements we will provide answer over here, and it is x is greater than minus 5 and less than minus 1, and the second thing will be x is greater than 2. These will be the 2 points which we will be writing for this answer. Now question number 3. Question number 3 says write down amplitude of this one. Amplitude, if we identify, amplitude will be, if we write a cos bx plus c in this format, so this a value is our amplitude. So in this case a value is 2, so amplitude will be equal to 2. Amplitude is equal to 2. And write down b part, write down the period of 2 cos x by 3 minus 1, and for this one period we know is equal to what? Period is equal to 2 pi over b, and b value over here is 1 by 3. If you check, b value is 1 by 3. So we can write it as 2 pi over 1 by 3. This will be equal to 6 pi. So our period will be equal to, we can provide over here, period is equal to 6 pi. This will be the answer for this one. Then C part, on the axis below, sketch the graph of y is equal to 2 cos x over 3 minus 1 for minus pi to 3 pi radians. This is not part of the question. I have inserted for explanation. I'll explain in a while. And for this one, from minus pi to pi, we can write down basically this one in calculator, 2 cos of x over 3 x over 3 and bracket close and minus 1. Now we can calculate for minus pi, so calculate for minus and pi, and this will be equal to 0. So it means our point will be, for minus pi it will be 0, and for 0 we can check, calculate for 0, calculate for x is equal to 0, we will get 1. So for 0 it is 1, so 1 will be this point. And for pi we can check, for calculate for pi, and this one is equal to again 0. So for pi it will be 0, and for 2 pi also we can check, calculate for 2 and pi, and this is giving us minus 2. So minus 2 we can figure out, minus 2 like over here this point, and they are saying minus 2 pi then 3 pi, so we can calculate for 3 pi. So calculate for 3 pi, and this is giving us minus 3. So it will go further down up to minus 3 we can take over here. So minus 3 up to 3 pi, just this range we have to check. Now we can draw smoother graph, and it should be curving like this one. I will draw again curving like this and bending over here like this one, and further bending like this. So this will be the curve up to 3 pi which we have sketched. Now these type of questions, basically you can check the symmetry also. Symmetry will be -1, but it's not required. I'm not writing for this. So for these type of questions, graph questions and transformation questions, basically better to practice with the softwares. There are so many softwares available on the net. I will explain with the help of a software. If we switch. Okay, so this is the software which I'm using, and this will be hopefully helpful for you. If we draw the same thing, y is equal to 2x over 3 minus 1, the same equation which is provided in the question, ranges from minus pi to 3 pi, and this will be the curve, and this is minus pi, which is minus 180, and it is intersecting at 0 and 1, and this is 1 by this is 180 and 0, and this one at 540, which is 3 pi, it will be 3 pi and minus 3. This will be the curve. And if we check y is equal to -1, this will be the symmetry line, and curve will be symmetric. If we check upward, this is 2 units, and from this one down is also 2 units. This is -1. So y is equal to -1 is the line of symmetry, and our curve required is from this one, which is 180 to -180 to 540, which is this one, 540. So the same thing I have copied in the question also. Now this is the curve which we have copied from the same, and if you see, this is minus 180, this one is uh, at 1 unit, and this is at 540, which is minus 3. At minus 3, you can check from here, it is minus 3, and line of symmetry is at this one, which is minus 1. So this blue color is line of symmetry which we have drawn over here. So these type of questions better to practice. Keep in mind, these type of softwares are not available in examination. You can practice at home and you can improve your skill level, and that will be very helpful for you to solve the questions in exam. Now we can move to question number 4. Question number 4 says the 7th and 10th term of arithmetic progression are 158 and 149 respectively. Find the common difference and the first term of the progression. So 7th term is 158. So 7th term we can write a plus 6d, and this is given equal to 158. And similarly 10th term we can write a plus 9d, and this is equal to 149. Now these are the two equations which we formed from this given data, and we can subtract, we can solve them simultaneously, changing sign, subtraction. So this will be gone and this will be minus 3d is equal to 158 minus 149 is equal to 9. So d is equal to minus 3. So d value is minus 3, which now we can replace in any of these two equations and we'll get a value. So a plus, I'm replacing in first equation, a plus 6d is equal to 158. So a plus 6 into minus 3 is equal to 158. So a will be equal to 158 plus 18, and this will be equal to 158 plus 18 is equal to 176. So a is equal to 176. These were the two values which we were supposed to find, a and d, which we have done. Now for b part, it says find the least number of terms of progression for this sum, for their sum to the negative. So 3-mark question, and Sn, we know Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, and we will be replacing the values. So n by 2 into 2 into a value is 176, and plus n value will be n minus 1 into d value will be minus 3, which we found. D value will be minus 3, which we found over here in the previous part, and we will be writing this one should be negative. Sum should be negative, mean less than 0. And just now we have to simplify to find n value, and we know that n by 2 is not less than 0, because any term cannot be less, any negative term cannot be possible. So what we can do, we can write the remaining equation. So remaining equation will be we can write here minus 3 into n minus 1 is less than 0. Now we will shift 3n, we can write, okay, we will do simplification. 176 multiplied by 2 will be equal to 352. So 352 minus 3n plus 3 is less than 0. So 3n will be greater than, we will switch 3n to other side. So 3n will be greater than 352 plus 3, so it will be 355. So we will divide both sides by 3, and n will be greater than 355 divided by 3 is equal to 118.33. 118.33. 3 and this will be what, n we can write rounded answer because we need the term. So term cannot be decimal, we will take the higher term, so it will be 119. This will be the final answer. Now we can switch to question number 5. Question number 5 says find the coefficient of x square in the expansion of this. So these are two terms, 5-mark question. Two terms, what we will do, we will expand first this one, and x plus 2 over x whole raised to the power 5 by binomial expansion. So 5c0 into x raised to the power 5 and 2 over x raised to the power 0 plus 5c1, and it will be x raised to the power 4 and 2 over x raised to the power 1, and next plus 5c2 x raised to the power 3 2 over x raised to the power 2, and plus 5c3 x raised to the power 2 and 2 over x raised to the power 3 plus 5c4, and this will be x raised to the power 1 and 2 over x raised to the power 4, and last value will be 5c5 and x raised to the power 0 and 2 over x raised to the power 5. Now when we multiply this one, x plus 2 over x raised to the power 5 with this one, okay, I will rewrite this one, x minus 3 over 5. When we multiply this with x plus 2 over x raised to the 5, they have given us condition that x square should be find the coefficient of x square. So we are interested in x square only. So when we will get x square, when this x will be multiplied by x of this term, x of this expansion. So x of this expansion, how we will get? We will get 5c3 when we multiply this one. It will be 5c2, basically this one. This term, if we multiply this term by x, we will get x square. And the second thing, when we multiply second term 3 over 5 by x, so it will be 5c1 when this term will be multiplied by 3 by, it's basically 3 by x, not 5, it's 3 by x. So we will write over here x. So when we multiply 3 by x to this term, we will get x squared. So we will be interested only in these two terms. So I will write only these two terms after multiplication. So first will be 5c2 x cubed into 2 over x squared, and this will be multiplied by x, and then the second will be 5c1 x raised to the power 4 2 over x, and this will be multiplied by minus 3 over x. These are the two terms which will give us x squared. Now we can write 5c2, so 5c2 will be equal to 10, so we can write 10, and this will be x cubed into 4 over x squared into x, this one. Now x squared can be cancelled with this cube, and next term will be 5c1, which will be 5, and this will be multiplied by x4. So multiply by 2 into multiply by minus 3, and this will be x4, and multiply by 1 over this into this will be resulting to x squared, and further we can cancel this with this and we will get square over here, and we can write this as, this will be 10 into 4 will be 40, so 40x squared, and minus 5 into 2 will be 10, and 10 into 3 will be 30, so minus 30x squared, and this will be resulting to 10x squared, and the coefficient of x squared is 10, so our answer will be 10. Final answer will be 10. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 6. Question number 6 says f of x is this one for x is greater than minus 1, given that the minimum value of this occurs at x is equal to minus 1. Explain why f of x has inverse. So why it has inverse, I will explain it. We can understand this, it's 1 mark question. We can understand this in 2 ways. I'll explain in detail so that your concept should be clear. And this one I have inserted for your explanation. One answer, straightforward answer, we can write it is one function. One function because of the given restricted domain. Now this is the answer for 1 mark. But this is technical. I wanted to explain this, how we can understand this. I'll switch to this one, and keep in mind our function is x square plus 2x minus 3, and x is greater than minus 1. I'll switch to the software. Okay, so now this is the software. Y is equal to x square plus 2x minus 3. If we plot this function, we will get this one. This will be the quadratic graph, and this is having this one as x-intercept and y-intercept minus both are x-intercepts, and this is y-intercept 0 and minus 3, and this is the minimum point, which is minus 1 and 4, minus 1 and minus 4 basically. Now our range is, they have provided for x is greater than equal to minus 1. So for values greater than equal to minus 1 will be this range. So our graph restricts to, I'll move the graph up to this one. So now we have only this one as graph. So our function is from this point onward only this positive side. Now what we will do, positive side mean upward. So now this is our graph. If we check for solutions, y is equal to 0, this is the line, right? Now if we move this line up, and we can check this line is intersecting the curve only at one point. For each value of x, there is only one value of y. No matter whatever, even if we are going up to infinity, we will be getting only one solution, and the lowest point which is given is minus 4. So from minus 4, y value minus 4, which is x value is minus 1 basically. So from minus 1 up to infinity, we will be having only one solution. So that's why we are saying this is one function. So for each value of x, we are having only one value of y. So it is one function. Hopefully you understood this. If we are getting two solutions, then we can't say that it is one function. This is one function because for each value of x, we are getting one value of y. Hopefully you understood this. That's why we have written that statement in the question. I'll switch to the question. This is the question, and the statement which we have written is 1 now. Hopefully you understood why we have written this statement. And if we enlarge. This is the same graph which I have taken. We are not taking this portion because this portion is out of this given range, which is -1. So we will have to restrict ourselves up to -1 for x value. So our graph will be this portion, which is having only 1 values for x and y. So each x in value will be having only one y value. That's why we are writing this. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can go through B part. B part says on the x axis below, sketch the graph of y is equal to f of x and the graph of y is equal to f inverse of x. Label each graph and state the function intercepts on the coordinate axis. So now what we can do, we can draw this one and sketch this one, basically not draw. So we can take the values, negative values, we can take from here. We can take -1, -2, -3, even -4 we can take, but I'm showing this one up to -3, and this side also we can go to -1, -2 and -3, even -4 is this one. So this point is -3, and the positive side, this will be +1, and this side also will be +1. So if we check the function is what f of x is, if we replace our equation is this one, f of x is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 3. If we replace x is equal to 0 at x is equal to 0, y is equal to -3. So 0 and -3 we got point over here. And if we replace x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1, we will get what? At x is equal to 1, y will be equal to 1 plus 2 minus 3, so it will be 0. So 0, 1 and 0 will be this point, and we can draw basically for -1 also. So y is, x is equal to -1, x is equal to -1, y will be equal to -1 squared, and minus this will be 2 and -3, so this will be minus 4. Basically this will be 5 minus plus 1, so it will be -4, and 4 also, -3 is basically this point. Okay, so we need 4 also, so this is -4, this is -3, and I'll erase, and -4 and 1 we can take point over here, and this will be -4. So now we can draw graph, like for example this side will be if we draw passing through this will be curve, and like this one, and it will be bending from here up to this one. So this is the rough sketch which we have drawn. And now if we draw line of symmetry will be what? Line of symmetry we can basically draw like this one, and negative portion will be shifted to the plus portion, and negative portion is this one. We will switch to the positive side, and this will be switching to this side. So we can switch, like for example this will be passing through this one. Okay, so I will draw in different colors so that we can identify. So -3 to 4, so it will be curving like this one, and passing through this and further passing through this one like this. So this will be our sketch, and this is f inverse of x. We have to label this one, and this is our f of x. Hopefully you understood this. And the final curve, which is the actual curve which should look like, is a little dim, but hopefully you understand this. This will be f inverse, and this is f of x, and f of x you can see is this one, and passing through 1 and then passing through this minus 3 up to this point, which is at level with minus 4 over here. And this is the f inverse of x function, which we can see over here. It's passing through minus 3 and 1 and then intercepting this one, and this is like f inverse function. Hopefully you can see this, whatever we have drawn is almost accurate, matching with this one. Now question number 7. Question number 7 says a curve has equation y is equal to this one for x 3x square is greater than 5. Find the equation of the normal to the curve at the point where x is equal to under root 2. So we will be looking for equation of normal. For that one we need the gradient of this given line. For the gradient of given line we can find dy by dx, and derivative we can apply u over v formula. So denominator we will write square, and in numerator that we will write denominator as it is, and derivative of numerator, which is log 3x squared minus 1, so it will be 1 over 3x squared minus 5, and derivative of 3x squared will be 6x, and then minus, now numerator as it is, which is log of 3x squared minus 5, derivative of denominator, which is 2x, derivative of 2x will be 2, so it will be over here. Now we can find dy over dx at under root x is equal to under root 2, and we can replace the values. We will get 2 under root 2 plus 1, and 1 over 3 into under root 2 square, this will be 2 minus 5, and 6 under root 2. 6 under root 2 I will write like this one, multiplication, and minus log of 3 under root 2, we will take square, so it will be 2 minus 5 and multiply by 2, and this 2 I will shift over here, and denominator will be 2 under root 2 plus 1, and this will be taken as square. Now we can rewrite it as this portion will be 6 minus 5, so it will be 1, so log 1 will be 0, so our this value log of 1 will be equal to 0. This will be equal to 0, hence this whole term will be 0, and this one we can see this is 3 into 2 6, 6 minus 1 will be 5, so this will be switching to 1. So we can write 2 under root 2 plus 1, and outside will be 6 under root 2. That's all. This will be our numerator, and denominator will be 2 under root 2 plus 1 and square. Now we can, this is our gradient. We can rewrite it as gradient of the tangent, so it will be, we can basically use the calculator to find this. So fraction in brackets 2 under root 2 and plus 1 bracket close, and 6 and root of 2 over this will be bracket 2 root of 2 and plus 1 and bracket close, and this will be squared, and this is equal to, we missed multiplication sign, so this is equal to, we can write 24 minus 6 under 2, 24 minus 6 under root 2 over 7. Now this is the gradient of the tangent. Gradient of the tangent is this one. Now we can write gradient of the normal. Gradient of the normal will be what? M of the normal will be equal to reciprocal and change sign. So minus 7 over 224 minus 6 under root 2. This will be the gradient, and now we need a point. To write the equation of the normal, we need a gradient which we found, and we need the point. So at x is equal to under root 2, what will be y value? This is what we will be checking. So y value will be what? We can write here log of 3 under root 2 squared and minus 5 over, this will be 2 under root 2 plus 1. And if we check this portion, this will be 3 into 2 will be 6, 6 minus 1 will be 6 minus 5 will be 1. So log of 1, so this will be resulting to 0. So our y value will be 0. So this implies x is equal to under root 2 and y is equal to 0. This will be our point, and we can write equation of the normal y minus y1 into gradient is equal to gradient of the normal into x minus x1, and y minus y1 is what? Y1 is 0. So 0 is equal to gradient of the normal minus 7 over 24 minus 6 under root 2, and x minus x1, which is under root 2, we can write like this. Now further, just you will have to simplify. So for that one, I will take a little more space, so I will reduce the size and I will place over here so that we can get more space for working. Now we can do one thing. We can write y is equal to, and this will be what? We can simplify this one. Okay, so fraction minus, this will be 7 over, this will be 24 minus 6 square root of 2, and is equal to decimal value. We can check 0.45. So 0.451, so minus 0.451 x, and this will be multiplied by minus under root 2, and this will be giving us decimal value 0.638. so plus 0.638. This will be our final equation of the normal, which we found. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to the B part. Find the approximate change in y as x increases from under root 2 to under root 2 plus h, where h is small. So 1 mark question. We know delta y, change in y, is what? dy over dx at x under root 2 is equal to what? Which is gradient of the tangent, and the value which we already have found is this one. Now in this we will change we need dy by dx at x is equal to 2 under root plus h. So in this gradient we will replace under 2 by under root 2 plus h. So 24 minus 6 under root 2 and h, so it will be plus h. So we will replace in this over, this will be 7, and this will be the final answer for this question. Now we can move to question number 8. Question number 8 says find the number of ways in which 12 people can be put into 3 groups containing 3, 4 and 5 people respectively. This is 3 mark question. So out of 12, first of all, out of 12 we'll be choosing 3, so we can write 12, choose 3, and out of, no, 3 are gone, so remaining are 9. So out of 9 we are choosing 4, so multiplication 9, choose 4. And lastly we are having 5 people, so out of 5 we will be choosing 5, and this will be equal to 12. C 12, choose 3, and this will be equal to 220. So 220 multiply by 9, choose 4, so 9, choose 4 will be equal to 126, and 5, choose 5 will be 1, so this will be multiplied. 126 multiplied by 220 is equal to 27720. 27720, this will be the answer for this part. Now B part, 4-digit numbers are to be formed using 4 of the digits 2, 3, 7, 8 and 9. Each digit can be used once only in any 4-digit number. Find how many 4-digit numbers can be formed if there are no restrictions. If there are no restrictions, then we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 positions, and for first one we will be having 5 different options to choose from. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 5 digits, so we'll write here 5. For the next one we'll be having 4 numbers to choose from, and then 3 and 2, and we can multiply these and we will get answer, and that will be 5 into 4 into 3 into 2, this will be equal to 120. So we can provide answer as 120. This is 1 mark part. Then the number is even. For the even number, what we can do, we can take again the 4 positions, and those 4 positions are 1, 2, 3 and 4 positions. And for even number we require at the end, say for example numbers are what, 2, 3, 7, 8 and 9. So for example 2 is at the end, so 2 is over here. We are having 2 options. What this 2 is means 2 options. We are having 1 and 2 options for even number, so we have written 2. This is not that we have copied this number 2. We are writing here that we are having 2 options, 2 and 8, to write over here. For the last number we have 2 options, and for the first number we will be having remaining 4 options, then 3 options and 2 options, and these will be multiplied, and this will be what, this will be 4 into 3 into 2 into 2, and this is equal to 48. So answer will be 48 for this one. Now for third part, the number is greater than 7000, and with the condition that it should be odd also, 7000 and odd. So it can be different options, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So first option we can take that it starts with 7. What are the numbers available to us? Numbers are 2, 3, 7, 8 and 9. So these are the numbers. If it is starting with start with 7, well, then what will be the situation? We will be having one option over here, 7 we have taken. Now there will be number is greater than 7000, so 7 we have taken here, and the remaining, or it should be odd, so last number we are having, or for odd will be remaining 1 and 2 options, so we'll write here 2. And for the remaining 2 positions we have here 3 options and 2 options. and this will be equal to 1 into 3 into 2 into 2, and this is equal to 12. So we will be having 12 options. Now the second option can be that it start with 8. Start with 8. If starting with 8, 1, 2, 3 and 4 positions. So if it is starting with 8, this will be one position, one option, and it should end with the even number. So we are having three even numbers. One is 2, 8 and no, sorry, these are odd. Even numbers are 3, 7 and 9. So 8 is taken. So far we have not taken any even number. So there will be three options for this one. And for this one it will be three options and two options. Now we can multiply the numbers and it will be 1 into 3 into 2 into 3, and this will be equal to 18. So this will be 18. And lastly, if we are starting with the third option, will be starting with 9. Start with 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4. For 9 it will be one option, so it will be 1. And out of 3 odd, 1 is gone, so this ending will be having two options. So remaining are 3, 3 and 2. So this will be equal to 1 into 3 into 2 into 2, and this is equal to 12. So we can add all these numbers to get the answer. 12 plus 18 plus 12 is equal to 42. So 42 will be our answer for this question. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to question number 9. Question 9 says the curve has equation y is equal to this one. Show that dy by dx in this format, and a and b constant values we need to find. So derivative dy over dx will be equal to, this is u into v formula. So first function as it is and derivative of the second function, so it will be 1 by 2 into 4x plus 3 raised to minus 1 by 2 into derivative of 4x, which is 4, and we can write next plus, this will be what, plus will be second function, which is 4x plus 3, and into derivative of first function, which is 2, and this will be equal to, we can write it as 2. We can cancel this 2 with this 2 and we'll get 2. So 2 we can rewrite it as 2 into 2x minus 1 over, this will be divided by under root of 4x plus 3, and plus this will be 2 into under root of 4x plus 3. And now we can take LCM to simplify this. So it will be under root of 4x plus 3. This will be the LCM, and this one as it is 2x minus 1 plus this will be multiplied, so 2 into 4x plus 3 we can write over 1, and this will be equal to what, this will be 4x minus 2 and plus 8x and plus 6 and divided by under root of 4x plus 3, and 4x plus 8x will be 12x, so we can write 12x and plus 4 over, this will be 4x plus 3, and further we can take 4 common, so inside will be 3x plus 1 over, this will be 4x plus 3, and we can check this is having same format as required. So a value is 3 and b value is 1, so a is equal to 3 and b value is equal to 1. So this is basically the final answer. Then they are saying hence write on the x coordinate of the stationary point of the curve. So for the x coordinate of the stationary point, we will put dy by dx. Dy by dx will be equal to 0. This implies numerator will be 0. So 4 into 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. And 4 is not equal to 0. So this implies 3x plus 1 equal to 0. And this will be x will be equal to minus 1 over 3. This will be value for this question. Now, C part, determine the nature of this stationary point. Nature of this stationary point we can find by finding the second order derivative d2y over dx square. We can write, and we have dy by dx, which is over here, this one. This is our dy by dx, and we can take second order derivative, so denominator will be squared. So 4x plus 3 under root will be squared, so and numerator as it is 4x plus 3, and derivative of of numerator we will write 4 into 3 will be 12, so derivative will be 12, and minus numerator as it is 3x plus 1, and derivative of denominator will be 1 by 2 into 4 4 into 4x plus 3. 4x plus 3 is from minus 1 by 2 into derivative of 4x, which is 4. Now after this one, what we can do, we can write it as 12 under root 4x plus 3, and minus this one 2, we can cancel with this one, and it will be 2 over here, and we can write it as 2 into 4 will be 8, so 8 into 3x plus 1 into, I will keep it as it is, 3x plus 3 whole raised to minus 1 by 2, and the denominator square and root will be cancelled, so 4x plus 3. Now we will find the second order derivative at x is equal to minus 1 by 3. So we will replace everything, every x by minus 1 by 3. So 12 under root of 4 into minus 1 by 3 plus 3 minus 8 into 3 into minus 1 by 3 plus 1, and this will be 4 into minus 1 by 3 plus 3 and raised to the power minus 1 by 2, and this will be divided by 4 into minus 1 over 3 plus 3. And now we can use calculator and directly we can find the answer, and that will be the test. So we are using second order derivative test. This will be 4 into minus 1 over 3 and bracket close and plus 3, and next will be minus 8 into, this will be 3 into minus 1 over 3 bracket close, and this bracket will be closed, and plus 1, and then bracket will be closed. Accordingly you will have to just type this one. It's a little lengthier calculation, but just you will have to type and you will get the answer, and plus 3 and whole bracket will be closed and raised to the power minus 1 over 2, and carefully you will have to type everything. 4 into minus 1 over 3 bracket close and plus 3, and this is equal to, decimal value will be 9.295, 9.295, and this is greater than 0, hence this will be minimum point. Hopefully you understood this. Question number 10. Question number 10 says the polynomial, this one, where a and b are integers, has a factor of x minus 2 Given that P of 1 is equal to minus 2 P of 0, find the value of A and B. So the given information is this one, and we will utilize that x minus 2 is equal to 0. This implies x is equal to 2, and x is equal to 2. We can find P of 2 by factor theorem. So P of 2 should be equal to 0. So it is 6, 2 cubed plus a into 2 squared plus b into 2 plus 2, and this is equal to 0. So this will be 6 into 8 will be 48, plus this will be 4a, and plus 2b plus 2 is equal to 0. And this will be what? This will be 48 plus 2 will be 50. So we can write 4a plus 2b is equal to minus 50, and we can take 2 common and cancel, so it will be 2a plus b is equal to minus 25, and we can label it as equation 1. Now the other condition which they have provided us is p of 1 is equal to minus 2 p of 0. So p of 1 will be equal to what? This will be 6 plus a plus b plus 2, and p this is equal to what? We can write a plus b plus 8, and p of 0 is what? P of 0 is equal to 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2, so this is equal to 2. And by the condition of the question, p of 1 is equal to P of 1 is equal to minus 2 P of 2. So this means P of 1 is A plus B plus 8 is equal to minus 2 P of 2 is 2. So this one. So A plus B is equal to minus 4 minus 8. So it will be minus 12. So it will be equal to minus 12. This one we can take as equation 2. Now we can simultaneously solve equation 1 and 2. So 2a plus b is equal to minus 25, and a plus b is equal to minus 12. Subtraction, so changing sign, and we can cancel this one, and our answer will be a is equal to minus 13. So this will be a value, and b value we can find in putting in any of these two equations. So I will use the second equation. A plus b is equal to minus 12. So this will be b is equal to minus 12 plus 13. So it is equal to 1. So b value is equal to 1. A and b values we found, which we were supposed to find. Now for B part, using your values A and B which we just found, find the remainder when P of x is divided by 2x minus 1. So divided by 2x minus 1 means this will be 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x will be equal to 1 by 2. Now we can find P of 1 by 2, P of x is equal to 6x cubed minus 13x squared plus x plus 2, and in this one we can find p of 1 by 2. This will be equal to 6 into 1 by 2 cubed minus 13 into 1 by 2 squared plus 1 by 2 plus 2, and this will be equal to, this will be 6 over 8, and minus this will be 13 over 4, and plus 1 by 2 plus 2, and if we check with the calculator, this will be 6 over 8 minus 13 over 4 and plus 1 over 2, and this will be plus 2, and this is equal to 0. So P of 1 by 2 is equal to 0. So this implies this will be factor, find the remainder when P of x is divided by this. So this will be the answer. Now we can factorize. They are saying factorize p of x. So for factorization, we know p of x is equal to x minus 2 is a factor and 2x minus 1 is a factor. These two factors we already know, these are two factors. Now for the third factor, we can find third factor. How will find third factor? We will multiply these two and this will be resulting to what? 2x squared minus x minus 4x and plus 2. This will be equal to 2x squared minus 5x plus 2, and we will multiply, we will divide, basically we will divide the given function, which is 6x cubed minus 13x squared plus x plus 2, by this one, 2x squared minus 5x plus 2, and first we will divide by 3x, so it will be 6x cubed and minus 15x squared and plus 6x, and changing signs, this is minus, this is plus, and this is minus, this will be cancelled, and remaining will be what? This will be 2x squared and minus 5x and plus 2. Now we can multiply by plus 1, so it will be 2x squared minus 5x plus 2, and now we can change sign and this will be cancelled, nothing remainder, so it will be, we know that now this is 3x plus 1 is also 3x plus 1 is also a factor. This is also done. Now we can move to question number 11. In this question, all lengths are in centimeters and all angles are in radians. Diagram shows the rectangle ADEF where AF is equal to DE, which is equal to R. So this side is R and this side AF is also R. The points B, C lie on AD. B is here, C is here, such that AB is equal to CD, which is equal to R. So these two are also R. The curve BC is an arc of circle center O, radius R, and has a length of 1.5 R. So arc length is this one, curved arc length is 1.5 R. 1.5 R. 1.5 R. A part, show that the perimeter of the shaded region is this much. This is 5-mark question. For the perimeter, we will have to take round trip, and for that one we require this length. This length is required, basically, which we don't have. So we need to find this length, and this length, if we draw properly over here, so we can draw triangle. Before drawing triangle, this complete angle is given as 1.5 radians, which is provided because arc length is 1 by 1.5 r, so arc length is equal to r, theta is equal to 1.5 into r, and this implies theta is equal to 1.5. So theta is equal to 1.5, and we can bisect this angle and we will get this right angle triangle, and this, in this right angle triangle we can consider this triangle, and this triangle will be right angle triangle, and angle will be, this angle will be half of 1.5, which is 0.75 radians. So 0.75 radians is this angle. We can take this point as M and this point is B. So BM, basically length we are interested in. So we can find BM. We can write BM over R, hypotenuse. So over R will be equal to sine of 0.75. So BM will be equal to R sine of 0.75, and BC will be double of BM. So we can write this will be 2R sine of 0.75. Now FE FE is this length, this one FE length, we can figure out FE length will be 2R plus BC. So 2R plus BC, and BC we found 2R sine of 0.75. So we can write FE is equal to 2R plus 2R sine of 0.75. Now we will be looking for the perimeter, and perimeter is equal to what? Perimeter we can write, perimeter is equal to, we will take round trip, so FE plus AF plus DE. So AF plus DE plus the other side we can write DC and arc ABC, DC plus arc ABC and plus AB length also, plus AB. And if we write down, FE will be 2R plus this AF, this will be FE value which we are writing over here, 2R sine of 0.75. This is our FE value, and AF will be equal to R. So plus R plus DE is what? DE is also R plus DC is also R, and arc ABC is given, and arc ABC is 1.5 R, 1.5 R plus AB length which is also R. Now we will combine all these things, 2R, 3, 4, 5R, 6R and 7.5 R. So we can write 7.5 R plus this will be 2R sine of 0.75, and this will be equal to P. So R we can take common, so it will be 7.5 plus 2 sine of 0.75 into R. This is in the same format which they have given, 7.5 into plus 2 sine of 0.75 R, and this is the final answer for this question. Now B part says find the area of the shaded region giving your answer in the form KR squared, and K is a constant, correct to 2 decimal places. For this one we require area of sector, what we will do, we will take rectangular area of this one, rectangle area, and we will subtract basically this portion we will subtract from this one. This is a segment, so we will find sector area and we will subtract triangle area OBC from sector area, and we will add that one in a rectangle, and we will subtract basically from rectangle, and we will get that answer. So for that one, first of all we will find the sector area. So area of sector is equal to 1 by 2 r square theta, and this is equal to 1 by 2 into r square into 1.5, and area of triangle will be what? Area of triangle is half into AB sine of C, and this is equal to half into A is R and B is also R and sine of 1.5, and further we can rewrite it as 1 by 2 r squared sine of 1.5 radians. And now we can find area of the segment. Area of segment will be equal to area of sector minus area of triangle. So 1 by 2 r squared into 1.5 and minus 1 by 2 r squared sine of 1.5, and we can take 1 by 2 r square common, and inside will be 1.5 minus sine of 1.5. And now we can find the rectangle area. Rectangle area will be what? Shaded area will be equal to shaded area is equal to area of rectangle minus area of rectangle minus area of segment, and this will be equal to area of rectangle is what? One side, which is 2r plus 2r sine of 0.75 into r, and minus 1 by 2 r square into 1.5 minus sine of 1.5, and this is area of the segment. This is area of the segment, and this is area of a rectangle. So we can just subtract this, and this will be, if we calculate this one, this will be what? We can write this will be 2r squared. Otherwise we will first simplify with the help of calculator this portion. So it will be 2 plus 2 multiplied by sine of 0.75, and this is equal to 3.288. 2 plus 2 into 0 sine of 0.75 we missed, so 5 is equal to 3.36. so we can write 3.36 r squared, and minus this one also we can simplify. This will be 1.5 minus sine of 1.5, and this one and this will be divided by 2 is equal to 0.25. so 0.25 r squared, and this will be 3.36 minus answer is equal to 3.11. so 3.11 r squared, this will be shaded area. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 12a part. Diagram shows the velocity time graph of particle P that travels this much meters in 90 seconds, reaching a final velocity of v meter per second. So find the value of v. So area is provided. Area, we know area is under the graph. So we will be taking area of this triangle separately. So area of this triangle will be what? We can write down area of this one will be equal to 1 by 2 into base, which is 20, into height, which is 30. So this will be cancelled 10, so it will be 300. So area of triangle will be 300. Now we can find area of this one, which is rectangle. So area of this rectangle will be what? Area of this rectangle will be Hopefully you are understanding each and everything, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Also introduce this channel to your respected teachers and share with the friends also. So this one area of this will be from this side it is 40, so basically this will be 60 into to 60 minus 20 will be 40, so 40 multiplied by this side will be 30, so this will be equal to what? This will be equal to 1200. So, and this will be area of trapezium, the final one, last one. This will be area of trapezium, and for this trapezium we can apply formula. And what will be that formula? Formula will be a plus b, half into a plus b into h. So trapezium formula we will apply on this one, and this will be, hopefully you are understanding each and everything. And this one will be, area will be equal to 1 by 2 into a plus b into h, and a plus b you know are the parallel sides, and parallel sides are what? This is 30, this is 30, and this one is v. So half into 30 plus v into perpendicular height will be this one, which is from 60 to 90, so it is 30 over here. So 2 multiplied by this will cancel, so 15, so 450 plus 15v. So this will be area of this section. So we can add all these informations. So 300 plus this will be 1200 plus 450 plus v, and it is given equal to 2775, and v will be equal to 2775 minus 300 minus 1200 minus 450, 450, and v will be equal to 2775 minus 300 minus 1200 minus 450 is equal to 825, and this will be basically, we missed 15 over here, 15v. So this should be 15v is equal to 825, and we can find the value of v. So v will be equal to 825 over 15, and 825 divided by 15 is equal to 55. So v is equal to 55. This is the final answer for this question. Now they're saying write down the acceleration of p when t is equal to 40. When t is equal to 40, it will be 20, 30 and 40. So 40 is over here at this location, and this one you can see this is constant velocity. So velocity is constant, so we can write as velocity is constant at t is equal to 40, hence acceleration will be equal to 0. This will be answer for this one. Now we can move to the B part. B part says the acceleration a meter per second square of a particle q traveling in a straight line is given by this one at time t is seconds. When t is equal to 0, the particle is at point P and is traveling with velocity of 10 meter per second. Find the velocity of q at time t. This is 3 marks part, and we can take acceleration. Acceleration is given, which is 6 cos of 2t, and for velocity we are integrating, so velocity will be equal to integral of 6 cos 2t dt, and integral of cos x is sin x, so sine 2t over 2, and this will be 6, and plus c, this will be the integral, and at v is equal to 10 when t is equal to 0, so we can find the value of c. So 10 is equal to, this implies 10 is equal to, we can cancel basically this one as 3, so this will be 3, so this will be sine 0 will be 0, so this term will be 0 plus c, so c is equal to 10, so this implies c is equal to 10, and v will be equal to sine of 2t over 2 is gone, so 3 sine 2t, we can write 3 sine 3 basically 3 sine 2t plus 10. Yes, so this will be the velocity which we were supposed to find, and then they are saying second part, find the displacement of q from O at time t. This is also 3 marks question. So for that one we can find the distance s. S is equal to integral of velocity will give us the displacement. So displacement we are finding sine of 2t plus 10, and this will be dt, and this is equal to what? This is equal to integral of sine t is minus cos t, so minus 3 cos of 2t over 2, and plus this will be 10t plus c, and this will be s, and now we know that t is equal to 0 when s is equal to 0, so 0 will be equal to cos 0 is 1, so minus 3 by 2, and plus 0 plus c, so c value is equal to 3 by 2, and this 3 by 2 we can write, and this will be basically, we have taken integral c in the previous part, so it will be confusing to get again c, so we can take integral constant as d, and this d value we can replace, and this will be, s will be equal to, displacement will be equal to minus 3 by 2 plus minus 3 by 2 cos of 2t plus 10t and plus 3 by 2. This will be the final answer for this question. With this question we are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Also introduce this channel to your friends and class fellows and your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.